Àgbàdo tó bá pọ́n dáadáa, kí díẹ̀ rẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ kan. The corn that will ripen well does not become rotten overnight. Hold on. 3 years she worked the same job that never saw her value. Came home every evening and smiled for her children anyway. Paid her tithes in faith, when faith was all she had. Planted seeds in seasons that showed no sign of rain. Her friends moved on to better things. Her prayers felt like echoes, but something in her chest refused to accept the silence as an answer. Something in her chest said, "Cope more." Not much longer now. Ibati anybody vyo gbogbo sínú ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run. Ìsinmi máa ń bọ̀ ní àkókò tí a kò retí. Kò pẹ́ mọ́, your season is coming. Kò pẹ́ mọ́, the harvest is running toward you at a speed you cannot see from where you stand. Kò pẹ́ mọ́, do not trade the waiting for a shortcut to the wrong thing. Kò pẹ́ mọ́, what God is building for you takes longer than you want, but it lasts forever. There is a version of the story where she gives up on Tuesday, where the build that came on Monday breaks the faith she has been holding, and goes to find an easier door, an open one that leads to something small that fits right now. But there is another version where Tuesday passes and Wednesday brings a phone call that changes the air, and she's sitting there still in the same chair where she almost stopped, thanking God she did not go back. More was true, she just could not see it yet. I am writing this for the person who woke up this morning and did the arithmetic again. Added up the years, subtracted the progress, and arrived at despair. I want you to know the arithmetic is wrong because it does not account for what God is doing in the calculations you cannot see, the doors that are being unlocked, the connections that are being made, the character that is being built in the waiting itself. I promise you. The call came on a Wednesday, like they always do. Never on a Monday, never when you are prepared. But she picked up and something shifted in the geography of a whole year. And she sat in the parking lot of the life she had been praying for, and cried the kind of tears that have been waiting for exactly this moment to finally make sense. Copemo was real, it was always real. She just had to stay long enough to see. Copemo, your season is coming. Copemo, the harvest is running toward you at a speed you cannot see from where you stand. Copemo, do not trade the waiting for a shortcut to the wrong thing. Copemo, what God is building for you takes longer than you want, but it lasts forever. Àgbàdo tó bá pọ́n dáadáa, kí díẹ̀ rẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ kan. Your harvest is coming. Copemo, Copemo, Copemo. When did you last do something just because it made you happy? Not because it was productive, not because someone needed you to, just because it felt good to be alive. I used to wear my dizziness like a badge of honor, stacked my calendar full of everything except rest, answered every message before it finished loading, felt guilty for every hour that did not produce something. Then one morning I woke up exhausted from sleeping, and I said to myself, this is not living, this is just surviving. With a better caption, ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbádùn ìgbésí ayé mi, kí iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ láti ìsinmi. Ọlọ́run pápá rí ọjọ́ ìsinmi ṣe dáadáa, àtẹ̀mí náà ní àṣẹ fún tirẹ̀. Soft life, I deserve this, and so do you. Soft life. I canceled the meeting last Tuesday. That could have been an email. I bought flowers for my own table, because why should I wait for someone else to decide my table? Desserts, flowers, I ordered the good thing on the menu, the one I always skip for the sensible option. I sat in the bath for 45 minutes, and when my phone rang, I let it ring, and then let it ring again. And honestly, the world survived. For every woman who has been told that her rest is selfishness, that her no is rudeness, that her boundaries are drama, that her joy is irresponsible, hear me, you are not a resource to be managed. You are a person to be loved, and the first person responsible for loving you properly is you. Soft life is not a luxury, it is maintenance of the only vessel you have been given for this entire journey. My grandmother worked until there was nothing left, and I think about her every time I choose rest, not with guilt but with intention. I am resting on her behalf. I am enjoying what she never got to pause for. I'm living softly as a tribute to every woman who was never given permission to do the same. Soft life is my inheritance, and I am collecting it. Soft life, I am choosing soft life, not because I am lazy, not because I gave up, but because I finally learned that burning up for people who are sleeping comfortably is not a virtue, it is just for accounting. Soft life, setting boundaries without apology. Soft life, saying no without a lengthy explanation, resting without performance, enjoying without justification. I deserve this, and so do you. Soft life, I shall. Soft life, for real this time, for all of us. She wore a yellow dress to a graduation, and her father cried before she crossed the stage. He said, I remember the day you learned to walk in this same compound, under this same sun. And now look at you, walking into your own life with that same determination in smaller shoes. That yellow dress is hanging in her mother's wardrobe now, because some things you keep not for any occasion, but because they contain a whole chapter of who your family was in one specific moment. Iranti mangbe wapada, siya koko tia ti feranju, si oju awaniya, tia ni fe wanju. Iranti jebun, tiko ni padanu. Yellow dress hanging in a wardrobe, yellow dress keeping a whole story. Oh, every fold remembers, every thread holds time. Yellow dress, you are the reason I believe that love can live in ordinary things. Yellow dress, my mother kept you safe. Yellow dress, because you are not just a dress, you are a day that changed everything. I went to her things after she passed in the November that rearranged my whole year, and I found it there, still hanging, still yellow, still the exact shade of that specific afternoon. And I sat on the floor of a bedroom with it in my hands, and I wept, not for what I lost, but for what I had. For how many Novembers I walked past that wardrobe without understanding what was hanging inside it. The whole history of a family in one yellow dress. Yami morantira ninu gogo aitoje ofibi, ninu gogo aroti molere bayara. Moranti erire ti o le jẹ́ kí gogo yara di mole. Moranti bí o ṣe máa ń pe orúkọ mi pẹ̀lú ìfẹ́ tó kún nínú ohun tó sọ. Yellow dress ń sọ gbogbo rẹ̀ fún mi, gbogbo ọjọ́ tí ó ti bá mi mọ́. Orí rẹ̀ máa wà nínú ọkàn mi. I kept the dress, I do not wear it, I just need to know. it is there. Sometimes grief is not wanting something back, it is just needing to preserve the proof that it happened. That she wore yellow to my graduation, that she cried, that she said, I am so proud of you. In that exact voice, on that exact afternoon, yellow dress, you are my proof that I was loved that well. Yellow dress, hanging in a wardrobe. Yellow dress, keeping a whole story whole. Every fold remembers, every thread holds time. Yellow dress, you are the reason I believe that love can live in ordinary things. Yellow dress, she kept you safe. Yellow dress, because you are not just a dress, you are a day that changed everything. Yellow dress, still yellow, still there, still her. The most impressive thing about any person is not what they have achieved. It is who they are when nobody is watching. She watched him work the room with that particular brand of charm that requires witnesses. Every compliment designed for the years behind you, every kindness carefully timed for maximum visibility. And she thought how exhausting to perform goodness for people who cannot see the difference between a person and a performance. You are the ohun tí ó gbani lẹ́rù, ṣùgbọ́n ohun tí ó gbé ó sínú ọkàn àwọn ènìyàn tí ó fẹ́ràn. You are, that is what stays after everything else goes. You are, that is what your name carries when you leave the room. Not the car outside, not the title on your profile, not the number in your account, but you are the way you treated the person who could not do anything for you. The way you kept your word when breaking it was easier. The way you loved people who had nothing to offer in return. You are the only currency that does not devalue. You are. I have been in rooms full of accomplished people who left me feeling nothing. And I have been in the presence of ordinary people with extraordinary character who made me want to be better at being human. And I know now which rooms I want to keep building. I want to be the kind of woman whose children say she was kind, long after they have forgotten every other thing about my life. Ìyá mi máa ń sọ pé orúkọ rere sàn ju wúrà àti fàdákà lọ. Àwọn ènìyàn ń gbàgbé ohun tí ó sọ, àwọn ènìyàn ń gbàgbé ohun tí ó ṣe, ṣùgbọ́n wọn kì í gbàgbé rí bí ó ṣe mú wọn ní mọ́lára. Ìwà nìkan ìwà ni ohun tó ń dúró. Teach your children ìwà before you teach them confidence, because confidence without character is just loud, and loud eventually becomes exhausting. Teach them to be kind when kindness is inconvenient. Teach them to be honest when honesty is costly. Teach them to be present for people who cannot be petty presents, because the world has too many brilliant people who are difficult to love and not enough ordinary people who are deeply good. That is what stays after everything else goes. You are. That is what your name carries when you leave the room. Not the car outside, not the title on your profile, not the number in your account, but you are the way you treated the person who could not do anything for you. The way you kept your word when breaking it was easier. The way you loved people who had nothing to offer in return. You are the only currency that does not devalue. You are. The most impressive thing about any person is who they are when nobody is watching me. You are. Build that. Hold it down. and somehow that is okay. The last conversation was shorter than the first. Everything we needed to say had already been said in 100 different ways over several months. And what remained was just the paperwork of an ending. Two adults sitting across from each other, using polite words for a violent thing. I appreciated the kindness of your language, even as I understood that the kindness itself was a kind of distance between us now. Oh Titan, and I drove home slowly. Oh Titan, ṣùgbọ́n ìfẹ́ tó wà nínú rẹ̀. Oh Titan, oh Titan, ṣùgbọ́n ìrántí àwọn ọjọ́ tó dára. Oh Titan, oh Titan, and I am not pretending otherwise. Oh Titan, and I am not performing strength. I am just standing in the truth of it, without collapsing, without drama, without making it into something louder than it needs to be. Oh Titan, and grief is allowed, but dignity is also allowed. Both things are true. Oh Titan, with love, with no bitterness. Oh Titan, I packed the things you left into one box, not because I was angry, but because loose items make the grief heavier. Keeping them scattered means I trip over you in every room, and I would rather gather the evidence into something I can set down deliberately when I am ready. The box is not rejection, it is just a cleaner way to carry what remains of something real that ended. I think people expect heartbreak to be more dramatic than this. They expect the screaming, the sleepless months, the complete dismantling, and maybe that comes later. Maybe Tuesday will be harder than today, but right now I am just sitting in the quiet of an ending and finding it is possible to grieve something with your whole heart and your dignity intact, both at the same time. Oh Titan, and I am still whole. These two things are true. I will speak well of you when your name comes up, because there is nothing to speak badly of. You loved me in the ways you knew I loved you, in the ways I could, and neither of us was the villain in this story. We were just two people who reached the end of what we could be for each other, and had the courage to say so before it became something neither of us could look back on with any peace. Oh Titan, and I am not pretending otherwise. Oh Titan, and I am not performing strength. Oh Titan, I am just standing in the truth of oh Titan, without collapsing. Oh Titan, without drama. Oh Titan, without making it into something louder than it needs to be. Oh Titan, and grief is allowed, but dignity is also allowed. Both things are true. Oh Titan, with love, with no bitterness. Oh Titan, oh Titan, somewhere a new thing is beginning. I just cannot see it yet. Oh Titan, àgbàdo tó bá pọ́n dáadáa kì í di ẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ kan. The corn that will ripen well does not become rotten overnight. Hold on. She worked the same job, I never saw her value. Came home every evening and smiled for her children anyway. Paid her tithes in faith, when faith was all she had. Planted seeds in seasons that showed no sign of rain. Her friends moved on to better things, Her prayers felt like echoes, but something in her chest refused to accept the silence as an answer. Something in her chest said, Kopema, not much longer now. Ibati anybody feel gbogbo sínú ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run. Ìsinmi máa ń bọ̀ ní àkókò tí a kò retí. Kopema, your season is coming. Kopema, the harvest is running toward you at a speed you cannot see from where you stand. Kopema, do not trade the waiting for a shortcut to the wrong thing. Kopema, what God is building for you takes longer than you want, but it lasts forever. There is a version of the story where she gives up on Tuesday, but the bill that came on Monday breaks the faith she has been holding and goes to find an easier door, an open one that leads to something small that fits right now. But there is another version where Tuesday passes and Wednesday brings a phone call that changes the year, and she's sitting there still in the same chair where she almost stopped, thanking God she did not. Kopema was true, she just could not see it yet.
I'm writing this for the person who woke up this morning and did the arithmetic again. Added up the years, subtracted the progress, and arrived at despair. I want you to know, the arithmetic is wrong, because it does not account for what God is doing in the calculations you cannot see. The doors that are being unlocked, the connections that are being made, the character that is being built in the waiting itself.
Kopema, I promise you, Kopema. The call came on a Wednesday like they always do, never on a Monday, never when you are prepared. But she picked up and something shifted in the geography of her whole year, and she sat in the parking lot of the life she had been praying for, and cried the kind of tears that I've been waiting for exactly this moment to finally make sense. Kopema was real, it was always real, she just had to stay long enough to see it. Kopema, your season is coming. Kopema, the harvest is running toward you at a speed you cannot see from where you stand. Kopema, do not trade the waiting for a shortcut to the wrong thing. Kopema, what God is building for you takes longer than you want, but it lasts forever. Abado toba ponda